Alright, this is my speech for class here and my audience. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, thank you all for coming this evening. I'd like to take a few minutes to discuss concussions with all of you. Are athletes really using their heads? Junior Seau, Troy Aikman, Steve Young, Jim McMahon, Alex Smith. All victims of concussions at the highest levels of the games that they really love. Concussions have cost these athletes their starting jobs, their careers, and even their lives. According to Tom Foster, athletes in the United States have had a reported 3.8 million concussions in the past year. This figure accounts for roughly 19% of the total amount of TBIs in America. TBIs stand for traumatic brain injuries. I, for one, used to play sports both in high school and in college, and I honestly can say that I think the 3.8 million figure is dramatically low. How many of these athletes have also suffered more than one concussion in the season? The chance for a second impact syndrome increases tenfold after your first one. Not a good statistic. There is a need to change the way that we protect ourselves every time we step on the field. According to Professor Modigliani, 1 in 3 athletes have had at least one concussion over the course of their career, and 3 out of 5 have sustained more than one concussion. Everyone has to remember that it is important to remember that brain injuries are permanent. Once the damage is done, it's done. The most common causes of concussions are blunt force trauma, jarring movements, accidents, both personal and vehicle. The symptoms of a concussion range from nausea, memory loss of balance, and blurred vision. The long-term effects are even worse. According to Dr. Chandler, some of these symptoms range from migraine headaches, memory loss, dementia, depression, and even can lead up to death. Some troubling statistics with concussions are they are contributing factors in at least 1/3 of all injury-related deaths in America annually. 1 out of 3. Concussions are a higher risk for females than in males, but since males participate in more injury-prone head trauma sports, that it happens more often for them. We have to also understand the importance of reporting all of these injuries, not only just to your coaches, but to medical personnel as well. If you don't take care of yourself after the first one and allow yourself proper rest, proper recovery time, again, there's a 10 times chance that you can suffer a second impact syndrome. Also, proper protective gear is not only a requirement for these sports, but it is a must. The consequences of not using proper protective gear can range from bodily injury, mental illness, paralysis, concussions, or even death. That is why it is so important to use this protection. What kinds of protections is out there that can help protect from concussions? Obviously, helmets, headgear for wrestlers, mouth guards are crucial. But along with these, it is also important that the gear that you wear is actually properly fitted to you. If it doesn't fit, it's not going to do you any good. Let's see here. According to Dr. Cantu, the most important factor in this whole thing is proper tackling techniques. Don't lead with your head. Use common sense, especially for Ben. In conclusion, the dangers that these athletes face on and off the field cannot be ignored. Traumatic brain injuries not only affect you currently, but for the rest of your lives. The importance of safety needs to be stressed at an early age by coaches, teachers, parents, and other personnel that can limit the injuries from occurring in the first place. The best course of action to avoid concussions is to be proactive. Diagnose the concussions on the field, in your everyday life, as often as you can, and document them. Also, there's a need for establishing a baseline for concussion-related symptoms to determine when an athlete is ready to return to the playing field. We need to focus our attention on the continual well-being of our athletes from youth football to professional to beyond. Thank you very much for listening.